In this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make the most delicious, sweet, chunky, and delicious tomato and bacon relish. This is so good. Check this out. First step is to get the diced bacon into the pan and get that cooking. I like to fry mine a little bit crispy for texture in the final relish, but more importantly, we're looking for color to draw the flavor out of the bacon. Out with the bacon, in with the diced onions, and I'm going to sweat those for about 4 minutes on the medium heat to draw out more flavor out of those onions. In go the spices, and I'll cook those for about 1 to 2 minutes to draw out the flavor from the spices. It's really important that you do that. Whenever you use a spice like a curry powder, for instance, you want to cook it over a gentle heat and really draw out the natural oils and flavors that are in that spice. In goes the garlic and the mustard, and we'll give that a stir and give that a little bit of a cooking out. We don't want to burn the garlic because the garlic will go bitter. Now I'm adding just a little bit of the tomatoes with some of the liquid that's naturally coming from the tomatoes, and that's so I can stir it around and lift the flavors off the bottom of the pot. Then goes in the rest of the tomatoes, give them a good stir around and blend it in well. Next goes in the salt and the apple cider vinegar, and again mixing that nicely so it all blends together in the pot. Time for the bacon, get it into the pot, mix it around well, still on a medium heat. In goes the rosemary. Now you can see that I've left a great big sprig in there. I actually don't recommend doing that. I highly recommend that you chop your rosemary and chop it up small because the rosemary leaves are actually going to stay firm. Now I don't mind it in my final dishes, but as I said, I do recommend that you chop yours up finely and it'll be less noticeable. You're going to get the flavor and you're not going to be picking big bits of rosemary out of your teeth. Lid on and simmering for about 15 minutes. Now do keep an eye on it and stir it occasionally. Make sure you're scraping the bottom and the sides of the pot because we do not want this to burn. After 15 minutes, it's time to add the sugar, and watch how dark the red tomatoes go after you add the sugar. It looks pretty cool. Now the reason I add the sugar now is because it does have a tendency to burn or stick, and we don't want that. So now it's time to give it another 10 minutes simmering away, and again watching it and stirring it and making sure it doesn't catch and burn. Okay, so it's now 10 minutes later and it should be done. What you're looking for is a nice thick relish, something that's not very saucy at all. And as you can see the way I've poured it into my bowl, it's perfect for spooning onto dishes, and my oh my, this is so good. Now it's totally up to you whether you decide to have it hot or cold. I prefer mine cold when I'm spreading it onto breads and putting it onto burgers, steak sandwiches, chicken rolls, things like that. On the other hand, if I'm going to put it onto a hot dog or maybe have it in wedges where I'm dipping it in wedges, I'll pop it in the microwave and just warm it up a bit, and I do enjoy it warm. It goes well with cheese and cheese sauces. Now, if you think this one looks cool, I highly recommend that you check out this video on the screen right now. This is my tomato relish, and it's a very similar recipe without the bacon. And again, that is fantastic on everything from hot dogs, burgers, fries, wedges, you name it. So if you don't mind, please check that one out. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next cooking or gardening video. Bye for now.